Okay, other things to go over. Yeah, when I first like after the last retreat ended, I swear I've gone over this before, but it was like my ego. I think my opinion, by my opinion, my ego was probably making desperate attempts to kind of regain or at least hang on to control by sending images from random movies through my head, one after the other. It was like one movie. It would be like there would be one movie, bunch of scenes going through my head, and then that movie would be dropped, and the next one would come up. First, it was like a bunch of one like stupid Disney movie after the other, and then we would move on to some other stuff, and that went on for like a week. Finally, that ended. But yeah. So after I got all those images and scenes out of my head, I stopped craving TV, and so both me and Gary think that was like my symptoms of withdrawal. And once I got it out of my system, I just stopped craving it. So so about my last ayahuasca ceremony, it was basically like the other one I did with Orlando. No purging this time, at least not physically. And I think I was dealing not as much with emotional armor as I was with it's just dark entities that manifested it in my life as like fears and stuff. But there were still a bunch of emotional armor I'd had to deal with. The yeah, I guess that was basically the gist of it. And based on that night, I would say I still have a few more things to go over before we can get into the real core problem. But my opinion is that my next ayahuasca ceremony, I'll be doing basically one more night of prep, and near the end, maybe, I might be getting into more of the deeper end, so to speak. And then the second to last night, I will be diving head first into the pool of acid, so to speak. I don't know if I'll be doing some form of death therapy or just vomiting it up, but I think that night, my second to last ayahuasca ceremony is going to be when I deal with my epilepsy problem, which I believe is also the core problem of most of my other real major issues. It could have a indirect connection to my fear of intimacy. Getting rid of it could greatly enhance my ability to accept this place as my reality. There are a bunch of different other fears and habits and stuff that built up around my epilepsy problem probably be dealt with. But overall, I think it'll probably deal with a shitload of stuff that I have to deal with. I've been having to deal with. And then the last night, I'm hoping that I'll get a chance to experience what Matt did, which was basically during his second ayahuasca ceremony, which was basically the connection, like a full-on connection to the source. Because I think that right there is kind of the key to really becoming consciously aware of that connection is key to learning or remembering all those psychic skills and abilities and other such spiritual things that I want to reconnect with. So I'm also hoping to bring home a few doses worth of ayahuasca, like half a dozen doses worth, and depending on how my next 3 ayahuasca ceremonies go, will say what I do with it. I'm either going to use them on myself if we don't get far enough in the next 3 ayahuasca ceremonies, or I will allow Oliver to use them, because I think he'd be able to do the most in 3 sessions. He'd probably be the one to be able to get the most done. Plus, I think he'd really, really enjoy it. So, yeah. Happy early Christmas, I guess. Yeah, okay. Next time.